All right then. Next, let's go over some more tips for adventuring in Nodcry. If you found yourself getting hungry in the wild, what are some things you could eat?
That's easy. Lacca berries, midsummer berries. There's loads of options.
Correct! 10 points to you!
That must be who Catherine was talking about. She looks pretty young for an advisor, though. How knowledgeable can she really be?
But there are plenty of places where berries don't grow, right? What should we be looking for in those places, Miss Linnea?
Good question. I'm glad you asked. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about next. Does everyone recognize this mushroom?
Based on the color... This is an edible one, right?
Wrong answer. This here is a brown-capped mushroom. It looks harmless enough, but eating it will give you hallucinations. An unsuspecting adventurer once used a handful of these to make a pot of mushroom soup. Next thing you know, he was trying to foxtrot with the wild hunt. Luckily, he was spotted by a fisherman passing by who managed to save his life. But it was a close call.
That sounds so dangerous.
You bet! Adventuring in the wild is no joke. All right, on to the next. Does anyone recognize this plant? Can you tell me if it's edible?
Isn't that a winter ice-lea leaf?
They say that the King of Winter Icely and the King of Midsummer Oak are sworn enemies. If midsummer berries are sweet and delicious, I guess winter Icely leaves must be horribly bitter.
Paimon knows the answer to this one. Winter Icely leaves might not taste good in food, but you can brew a nice tea with them.
Huh.
At the flagship. Once, when Paimon was eating some yummy food there, Dimyon mentioned that one of the drinks in their roulette special has winter Icely in it.
Who are... it looks like we have an expert attending our Q&A session today. Well, I hope you're ready for the next question.
Bring it on!
Every adventurer knows to pack a compass and a map before heading into the wilderness. But where would you go to buy these things?
Listen up, everyone! The answer is... the Adventurers Guild!
Oh, really? But I hear Mimas Brunner Books sells them too, and at a very low price.
Paimon's done her research. The boss of that place tries to pass off cheap knockoffs as the real deal. Don't be fooled!
Well said. But even with a high-quality map and compass, the wild can still be a dangerous place. What should you do if you're being chased by a monster you can't fight off? Correct! Although the Ratniki's main duty is to deal with the wild hunt, you can always ask them for help if you run into serious trouble. While we're on the subject, some adventurers have found they can use the territorial nature of radiant beasts to their advantage. Lure a monster into their territory, and they will fight each other instead of you. I wouldn't recommend doing this, though, as you may instead find yourself fighting 2 enemies instead of 1. Final question. This is an important one. Which place in Nodcry is an absolute must-visit for travelers from abroad?
Oh, that's a tough choice. There's the Frostmoon Enclave, Star Sand Shoal, Blue Amber Lake. They're all so pretty. Then there's the Voynich Guild.
In truth, there's no right answer to this question. But if you ask me, the place most worth visiting is right here, Speranza. Why? Simple. This was once my home. So this final question was more like a little bit of shameless self-promotion. You can get delicious Nodcry hot dogs and Lackaberry Madams. And if you're not too hungry, just order a slice of midsummer tort and listen to the entertaining rumors the children like to tell. That's it for today's lecture. Tomorrow, I'll be heading to the Frostmoon Enclave to take part in a competition. If you have any questions, you can ask at the Adventurers Guild, where the other advisors will be happy to help.
Have you decided where you will go from here? If not, why not find a patch of soft grass and rest a while?
I haven't met many adventurers who can keep up with me. Consider me impressed.
Likewise! You really know your stuff! You're everything Paimon would expect from an Adventurers Guild advisor. Huh? What's the deal? Don't get so close! Traveler, there's something wrong with her!
Actually, I was going to ask. Your little friend is so clever and cute. I love how she flies around, too. Can I pet her?
Whoa! Stay back!
Don't be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on, come here. I'm sorry. I got a little bit carried away again. My name's Linnea. I'm an advisor working for the Adventurers Guild. And I promise you, I am not some sort of weirdo. Let me make it up to you. You want something to eat? Here, try some midsummer tort. It's
Phew! You gave Paimon a fright.
I was fighting to keep a lid on my curiosity. Anyway, let's get this back on track. Could you tell me your story? How did you two meet? What? You fished this little cutie out of the... can you tell me where? A visit to that beach is going right to the top of my bucket list.
You'd be wasting your time. Paimon is one of a kind. You could sit on that beach for 100 years, but you'd still come away empty-handed.
Is that right? What a pity.
Right! Paimon almost forgot why we came here. We were thinking of taking part in the Spirit Envoy Championship ourselves. Catherine said you could give us some pointers. Let Paimon guess. Is that your partner there? Oh.
Yep, her name is Lumi. She's my trusty assistant.
Hey there! Yahoo!
Have you two ever ventured north of Notcry?
Not yet. Wait, so you're saying Lumi comes from the northern tundra?
Pretty much. There are 6 types of Fae commonly found in the tundra. Lumi here is a Jack Frost. That's one of them.
Jack Frost? Interesting name choice. She doesn't exactly look very frosty.
An excellent observation. In fact, Lumi is no ordinary Jack Frost. She's a special one. The first time I met her, she was wearing this weird cardboard outfit with ugly splotches of paint on it. I stayed and watched her for a while, and I discovered that some other mean Jack Frosts were ganging up and bullying. Lumi couldn't fight them. She had nowhere else to go, so she found... Whenever she was discovered, she'd get beaten up, and the rest of the time she lived in constant fear. Until one day, seeking shelter from the rain, she clung to me and wouldn't let go.
What a story! Oh.
As for why Lumi is so different from other Jack Frosts, I'm still looking in. Hopefully I'll find the answer one day. But either way, we're best friends for life. Nothing can change the special... Speaking of which, given how long it can take to build a strong bond with another creature, if you're serious about entering the competition,
An animal friend I'm close with, huh? Actually, we're kind of spoiled for choice on this one. Huh? Aguara? What are you doing here?
Oh, neat! A Notlanese to pet. He seems to really like you guys. I'm...
Oh, look at them! Fast friends! Play nice, you two!
They both seem pretty sociable. No wonder they get along so well. Well then, there's no time to lose. Let's go get you some...
Whoa! Paimon wasn't expecting this many people.
Traveler, Paimon! Oh, and Professor Linnaeus here too!
Yeah, feels like we haven't seen you in ages, Moalani.
Through her work with the Adventurers Guild. She was in Natland not long ago. She knows so much. Speaking of which, you never answered my question. If a Caholosaurus and a Kukasaurus got together, would there...
That's almost certainly impossible.
Ah, well, that's too bad. Hear that, Mamala? Guess I can't do any matchmaking for you in the Flower Feather Clan.
So, you have a thing for Kukusaur?
Oh! I was wondering what all the commotion was. What's...
Kiddo, what the heck? Either Paimon's seeing things or you're not here.
Why else would I be here? Cost me an arm and a leg.
It's not crap.
Hey there, I'm Mualani. Are you a friend of the
I sure am. Nice to meet you. The name's Arataki Beetle Gladiator Ito. head honcho of the world-famous Arataki gang of Inazuma.
That's quite a mouthful. Wait, did he say Arataki gang?
Just call him Arataki Ito. This guy's a bona
Hey, who you calling a buffoon, you flying lavender melon?
Flying lavender melon. Wait, so you're some sort of mute?
Paimon's not a mutated melon! Or any kind of melon! How could a melon be this cute?
Yeah, about that. Well, unfortunately, the gang only had the funds to send their main man this time, but don't sweat it! Once I snag that championship title, I'll use the prize money to bring Shinobu and the boys.
Shinobu. Oh! I remember now. Kuki Shinobu, right? She's mentioned the Arataki gang before.
Huh? No way! You've met my deputy?
She stopped by the Flower Feather clan recently to take the flying trial. Chaska said she was a natural. Hold on. If she's that good and she's only the deputy, you must be way stronger than I imagined. Look sharp, Mamala. We're in for a tough competition.
That's right! Bring it on! Word is that the early birds get the best draws.
Wait, is he serious? Mamala, we'd better hurry.
No! Shall we?
Hey, Traveler, have you noticed? There's loads of other people we know here, too. Why don't we go say hi before we register?
Thank you all for signing up for the Due to the high number of participants, a preliminary qualifying round will be held to determine which 16 contestants will progress to the Please also note that there are 2 arenas, which will be randomly assigned after the draw. Do you have any questions?
Where do we go to draw lots?
Right here. After registration closes tomorrow, make your...
Lumi, Haguara, how you doing? Nervous?
Yeah.
Great! That's the spirit!
Who do you think our first opponent is gonna... Oh, Paimon hopes they aren't too... Oh, the results of the draw are out. Arataki numero uno Ito! Ah! We literally just managed to get rid of him, and now you had to face him in the arena? Well, either way, it never pays to underestimate your opponent, okay? This is your first match, so be sure to make it count.
Ah, I see you've been assigned to arena. Good luck! Don't fall at the first hurdle now.
We won't. Good luck.
Welcome, spectators! I'm your host, Jaswava. The qualifiers are about to begin. I trust everyone has found their groupings. The contestants for this match are the Traveler and his partner, Aguara, versus Arataki numero uno Ito and his partner, Crimson Staff.
Well, this has come sooner than expected. I was hoping to face you further into the competition. Go Crimson Staff!
You can do it, Aguara! You show that beetle hook!
Great energy from
got some moves. I'll give you that. But it's gonna take more than that to defeat the Ito. It's time to unleash our Crimson Staff. Ushi, you and me have crushed countless foes in our time. Finish them!
Stop the match.
Huh?
The bull.
Yeah.
Arataki Ito is disqualified for fielding an additional animal companion. The Traveler and Aguara are...
Huh?
It's one animal per contestant. That's...
But me, Crimson Staff, and Ushi are one. We should only count as one.
Sheesh, that was a close call. But you made it through the qualifiers. Paimon wonders how Linnea's doing. Dodge left, Lumi! Yeah?
How did you know I was gonna...
Now counterattack! Ah! Looking good! Let's do...
Ignorance really is bliss, isn't it, Linnea? But it won't last forever.
And it's all over. Congratulations to Linnea.
I can't believe it.
Good job, Lumi. Oh.
Traveler, Paimon, how did your match go?
We won too!
Thanks, that means a lot. Yeah, I think we performed pretty well out there. Not just Lumi, I was really in the zone. I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes it feels like I can predict my opponent's next move. I know exactly what to do before I've even had the time to think. It's almost like I enter a different state of mind. It comes and goes, but it started after I met Lumi in the tundra. Come on, let's head to Speranza! My treat!
Hooray!
If ever you find that the animals in Nodcry behave in ways you do not understand, just ask me and I will explain.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. What do you...
May I take your order?
Turns out I'm treating a friend today, so I'd like to order the finest dish in the house.
Oh. I take it you're referring to our secret menu?
That's right. Tell the chef.
Is that a Yeah. The Hidden Hero. It's a novel my best friend Helka sent from Liyue. It's her favorite part of the book. She's always Psst. Linnea! Do you think Chef Yerva could be a hero?
Oh, I think it's definitely possible.
Not a chance, I'm afraid. Evening, everyone.
Why don't you choose for us? I'm
Sure thing.
Hello? I'm ready to order.
Be right there. I gotta go. Let's play again soon, Linnea. You seem to get along really well with everyone here. Oh, that's right! Didn't you say that this used to be your home?
Yes. After my parents departed, I came to live here. I didn't mean like that. Come to think of it, I haven't told you my story yet. I guess you'll have noticed the wings on my head.
Yeah! I noticed that.
Sure. Well, it's a story that starts a long, long time ago. When I was just a kid, my wings were... No one suspected there was anything unusual, but I always had this strange feeling I couldn't explain. Then, I was a little bit older, I read the story and...
Changelings?
What? The story goes that some of the Snowland Fae will secretly switch their own child with a human baby, leaving their offspring to be raised by humans, while taking the human child for themselves. I know, right? The way the stories are written, it sounds like something parents make. If you don't behave, the Fae will take you away and leave a... So, obviously I didn't take it seriously at first. I mean, just look at the crystals on my skin. No humans have those. It's a dead giveaway.
So, you're really a changeling.
Bear with me. At first, I wanted to hide it from them. But eventually, I plucked up the courage to tell them. They were stunned, of course. It took them a while to accept it, but after the truth had sunk in, Dad sat me down and told me they'd decided to head north and look for the... They're really good people, though. Not only did they raise me for all those years, but they left me some... After that, I grew up with my friends in the Conch Gang. All of these kids are from broken homes, but...
Food's ready! Talking about old times again?
Yeah, it just sort of came up in conversation. Whoa, what's all this? You've cooked up a real feast, Yerva.
Well, you did say you were treating a friend. Besides, only the best for our old boss.
Old boss? Linnea was your boss?
Hey, what kind of a reaction is that?
Linnea's been a fountain of knowledge ever since she was a kid. She always speaks with such authority. But the Conch Gang's only for children. Once you grow up, you have to leave, so now she's the old boss.
I've always found the logic behind that title to be a little flawed. I mean, what happens when the others grow up? Will I be the ex-old boss? Surely it won't be long before I'm the previous former ex-old boss.
We'll all be long gone from the Conch Gang by that point. As far as we're concerned, there's only one person that we'll ever think of as our old boss, and that's you.
Oh, that's really touching.
Well, if it means that much, maybe you could leave a 2,000 more a tip? Much appreciated. Miko's birthday is coming up, so we're pooling our money to get him some new clothes.
Sure thing. I'll go one better and give you 3,000. But just this once, all right? I have my own stuff to save for.
Oh, what are you saving up for, Linnea?
I have big plans. I want to buy a huge ship for scientific research, then take my friends on a voyage of discovery to explore all the mystery. I want to sail to all the other nations, hear the heartbeat of the jungle, the whispers of the wind, the echoes of the mountains. And one day, when I'm too old for all that... Of course, there are other questions I hope to get answers to along the way. Like, what exactly... Well, when I was much younger, I used to hear these strange lullabies as I was... Go, child of... Make your way to the villages in town. The world of the Fae is rife. They were sung in the tongue of the Fae by kind, warm voices. I can't explain why, but somehow, still. I did visit the tundra once when I was a little older to see if I... It's odd. That place is supposed to be my home, but it feels like I'm unwelcome there. Something tells me there's gotta be more to it than that. The less I know about something, the more curious I am. But enough about that. We're supposed to be celebrating our victories! Cheers!
Cheers!
I'm stuffed.
Yep.
Let's see. It's a little early to hit the hay. How about we get Aguara and Lumi to try...
Yahoo!
They're very evenly matched. It's strange. When I was battling you, I couldn't seem to get into the zone. I had no way to predict your next move. Hey, I'm curious.
Now that's a...
What an incredible adventure! Someday, I want to go on an adventure of my own.
Huh?
You're excited too, but most importantly, we have to... Maybe then you won't feel lonely anymore. It's about time we all got some rest. I'll see you at the arena tomorrow. Wait, no. Lumi!
See you tomorrow.
You're welcome!
to the flagship and get some sleep. Paimon's eyes. Is that the time? The draw's about to start! Let's see. Your next opponent is... Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers now. Who do you think she's gonna park? Come on!
Welcome, one and all. Are contestants for this match. Hey, Golden Comet and Silver I brought my old... You're even tougher than last. But you know what? Sumpter beasts are renowned for their... And when they charge full speed... Send 'em flying, Fluffy the Flower King!
Watch out!
Fluffy, wake up! Fluffy...
The Traveler and Aguara are the winners!
Oh, what a shame. We were so close. Even with the new partner, you're still as tough as they come. Well, since you defeated me, you better go...
All right, we're through to the quarterfinals. look! Next up is... Muawa. Oh, so we have to fight that big Kaholasaur next? Oh, Aguara, we're counting on you! Hey! Paimon noticed something when we were drawing lots. Most of the contestants have given their animal companion a cool title. Should we come up with one for Aguara, too? Well, Aguara seems to like it. Awesome! Okay, let's head to the next match.
Are you ready to rumble? Ladies and after a fierce competition, so joining us to kick this round off.
How you feeling today, Mamala? That's the spirit! Now let's get out there and show these Nodcry folks what the people of the Springs are all about! What a tough cookie! I thought this would be way easier. Your little Saurian doesn't play around. All right, get up close and let's settle this. Jump, Mamala! Get out of the water! Saw that one coming a mile away! Gepetlosaurs might have the advantage on land, but it's a different story in the water! Mamala! Finish him off!
Mamala has lost the strength to fight on. The Traveler and Aguara are the winners!
Seriously? There's no way I just lost. Gotta hand it to you, Aguara. You are seriously strong for your age. That was incredible. Hey, you're strong too, Mamala. That one was on me. I made too many bad calls. I'm sorry. Keep it up, Aguara. I want to see you take down even more opponents. I'll leave you guys to it. Cheer up, Mamala. How about I take you for a tasty treat?
Wow! That was a new... Anyway, Linek.
It sure is. Want to take a guess who won?
Judging by the smile...
Correct! I was about to go watch the other match. The next one's a pretty big...
Ooh! We had to watch...
Perfect. Well... What the... Seleno's companion is a Radiant Blade Horn? Those things are extremely hostile. Technically speaking, Radiant Blade Horns are classed as monsters. But they are beasts of the wild, and they're not exactly uncommon. It's not against the rules, but...
Go for it, Yehoda! You got this!
Ignorance really is bliss, but it won't last.
Do you think speed alone will stop me from catching you? How about you, runner Reed Miller the 13th? Run that thing ragged, and then go in for the kill!
Behind you, on the right.
Reed! Her reaction time is incredible. It's almost as if... she can read her opponent's mind. Dodge left, Lumi! Thanks, that means a lot. Yeah, I think we performed pretty well out there. Not just Lumi, I was really in the zone. I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes it feels like I can predict my opponent's next move. I know exactly what to do before I've even... Keep it together, Reed! Jump!
He's trying to jump on your back, Hemus. Don't use your wind blades to slow him down.
He's too powerful! You've gotta go for a knockout blow! Charge your lightning, Reed! Then blast him with all you've got!
Deflect it back! That was...
Reed Miller the 13th has lost the strength to fight on. So
Those wings! Wait! Who are you? And why do you... why you have the same...
I've been through this moment so many times in my head. I thought it would bring me joy. But I guess not. You're better off with the life you...
my head! Don't go! Wait!
Linnea! Oh, what happened? Why did Linnea faint? Oh, we gotta find her somewhere to lie down. Quick! Hurry!
What happened? I'll go get Lauma!
She's breathing normally. No obstruction of the airways. She just needs a little peace and quiet.
Oh, that's a relief. Thanks, Lauma.
My pleasure. If she has any more trouble, just let me know.
Will do. Oh, Linnea. Please.
Good morning! Huh? Where am I? Lumi? Lumi! How strange. Where could she be? I wonder how long I was out for. Well, I'd better take a look outside. on, say something. Why do you look so anxious?
Looks like our contestants and their partners are in position. On the one side, we have Linnea and her partner Lumi, and on the other side, we have Celino and her partner Hamus. Buckle up, folks. The semifinal.
Wait, how is it the semifinals already? Also, how did I even get here? Oh, I get it.
You can do it, old boss.
Even if this is a dream, I can't let my supporters death. We're up, Lumi.
What a spectacular duel! But Lumi has lost.
Huh? What's going on? This dream sucks. I've heard that if you try really hard. Did it work? Guess not. Huh? His dream me writing a diary? My Adventurers Guild salary alone will never be enough to finance a research vessel. It seems my only option is to take up adventuring. A research vessel? Looks like Dream Me is working hard toward my goal. But the cost is just astronomical. It could take a whole lifetime to save up for. Day 1. Got beaten up by monsters. Day 5. Ran for my life with Lumi. Turns out I'm getting faster. Day 20. Asked a merchant about prices. Ships cost a fortune. But I can worry about that later. Right now, it's time for a proper meal. I'm starving. Day 72. Found a huge abandoned treasure chest. Finders. Happy adventure anniversary to me! 1 year in. And still nowhere near rich enough to afford a ship. Almost got scammed! Note to self, secondhand ships aren't to be trusted. Good job I was wary and checked it over thoroughly before committing. You really do get what you pay for. Finally beat that pesky thing. Hoping the materials I gathered recently will fetch. The diary ends here. Hold on. Is this a deed for the purchase of a large ship? And I've signed it! Could it be? A dream come true! The Golden Beagle! What a wonderful dream! The ship gently swaying as it carries me to a faraway land. Oh, what me check the chart. Next stop, Guyan Stone Forest. That place is steeped in myths and stories. I've only ever seen it in picture books. From there, it's on to Dragonspine. Wow, a snow-capped mountain! I've always wanted to visit, but never dared to. What's this? Clearwater Jade? Pretty sure this can only be found. It looks like this ship has sailed to many places already. Makes
Linnea, you've been really down the last couple of days. I've left your lunch by the door.
coming! Where am I now? Ugh, I feel so sore and tired. Wait, but I thought, is this some sort of lucid dream? Whatever. Clearwater Jade. Didn't I see this on the ship just now? Why is it in pieces? And these books, how did they end up in this cave?
How could this happen?
Lumi, why do you look so sad? Hey, hey!
We're never getting back, are we? We're done for.
What happened? Is this the Golden Beagle? But why? It's just a dream, though, right? Come on, get a grip, Linnea. It's not real. None of this is real. It's been many long years since the Golden Beagle sank. The diary again. How long? I'd love to say I'm over it now, but the truth is it still gets me down sometimes. It's like there's a heavy stone that's blocked. Maybe a walk in the courtyard will take my mind off things. Besides, my sister should be here soon. I can wait for her outside. Sister? Who am I talking about? So many dreams, one after the other. My brain can barely process it all.
Linnea!
Huh?
Over here. Did you... I'm so sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Come back to the tundra with me.
Selena? Mom and Dad?
This is the natural circle of life. We don't live that much longer than humans. I can't pretend I'm not sad. But at the same time, I wonder how an ordinary person would react to hearing this news. After all, we've already seen how all of this would... Remember? When you passed out during that competition?
What is she talking about? No. This can't be...
I understand how you feel. One moment you're gazing into the future from the past. The next, you're there. Looking back, time flies. One day, we too will grow old. Is it even possible to live a life without regrets?
A long, long time ago, my friends and I talked about our dreams. Mine was to buy a research vessel and explore the mysteries of the world. Then, my entire life is recorded in these pages. Maybe one day, a long, long time from now, whoever you are, I entrust the task of filling those blank pages to you. The end of my time grows near, and I can no longer travel very far. This feels like an illusion, yet at the same time, so real. The end of life. So this is what death feels like. I still feel some faint sensations in my stiffening body, but I can't so much as move a finger. As the warmth flows out of me, I feel no pain. Just the emptiness that remains after everything else has slipped away. So it wasn't a dream, after all.
Oh, Linnea, you're awake! Oh, you were out for a long time. You must be starving. Linnea!
What time?
It's evening. We were watching the match between Celino and Yehoda.
So many things came flooding into my head, one after another. The end of some moments were joyful, others painful, all of it felt...
Good point. You passed out right after grabbing her. Plus, she said a load of cryptic-sounding stuff. She has to know. Still, is it really a good idea to go looking for her? What if...
Do you remember when we were at Speranza and I told you guys I wasn't a very cheerful kid, nor was I all that brave. Before I told my human parents about being a fae, I knew what might happen once I told them. I desperately hoped they'd say, Linnea, even if you aren't our child, but I knew that was impossible. Their own human child was out there somewhere, as were my fae parents. So, even though I was terrified, and even though I knew I might end up an I did what I thought was right. I knew things might not turn out how I hoped, but I wasn't going back on my decision. I'm now realizing that I have no idea where she is. Oh, don't tell me I have to wait until the next round of the competition.
Huh? Aguara,
Do you remember Celino's scent? That's amazing! You're the best, Aggie! All right, I think... anyone there? You're sure this is the... Celino, I know you're in there. Celine?
I'm not here.
R2?
Am not. Quit bothering.
Not a chance! If you don't open the door, I'll be waiting right here outside until you change your mind. I have so many questions to ask you. Can you at least answer this one? Who... Open the door!
All right.
That wasn't so hard now.
Take a seat. Just to be clear, I wasn't expecting visitors. Curiosity is a dangerous trait, Linnea. You're gonna...
You sure about that? Because if I... Will you please answer me now? Why do we have the same wings on our heads?
Visions of your...
So...
Of course not. Linnea, you're an avid student of the natural world. Surely...
The Vila, Domovoy, Leshy, Volkodlok, Snegovic, and Jack Frost.
Right. Well, there are many less common varieties, too. The legendary Lantern Fae, the Sirens, with their lilting songs. And we foretell both disaster and delight, gazing upon the past dawn and future night.
I've never heard of an augury bird before. Or the poem you just read.
That's hardly a surprise. You can count the number of augury birds alive today on...
So it's true then. We really are...
family. Augury birds are born with a peculiar ability. We can see crossroads in the flow of fate.
Are you talking about prophecies?
Doesn't surprise me. Humanity has many ways of observing fate. The stars, the Layla. We can only see our own fates. If a friend wants to know their future, or someone is concerned about the destiny of the world, we're powerless to help. But the way it feels to witness your own fate?
It certainly wasn't fun. Those prophecies brought a flood of emotions with them. From excitement to frustration, I had a goal in life. And before I even had the chance to start fighting for it, I saw how it would end.
Wait till you've tried to defy fate and found how powerless you are to change it.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future is nothing more for him than...
When you know every joy and every sorrow you'll ever experience, and there's nothing you can do to change it. Generation after generation of augury birds lived with this burden. Until you were born, and if an augury bird is set far from the Fae to grow up among humans, the awake...
So that's how I became a changeling. What about the child I was switched with? What?
Don't worry, she had the opposite problem to you. She needed to live among the Fae. She was born with a strange, rare disease that humans cannot cure. If she hadn't been switched, our parents saved her life, then raised her as their own. Eventually, her birth parents came to find her, and now they're living together in Snesh.
I see. It all makes sense now. But there's still one thing you haven't explained.
I meant exactly what I said.
But why?
No reason.
So we're back to this? If you won't tell me, I'll have to guess myself. Celino, are you jealous of me?
Oh, good guess. By the time our parents came up with a solution for you and sent you off to live with the humans, I was already tormented. Mom and Dad would sneak over to Nodcry to see you sometimes. They talked about you non-stop. I came with them once, to Nodcry. When I saw you there in the distance, living your carefree life. I was torn apart by jealousy. Did no one ever consider how I felt? What was I to them? A reject? A failure? A pitiful wretch abandoned by fate? All of this led to me deciding, a long time ago, that when you were old enough, I'd come pay you a visit. My plan was to tell you, I know. What kind of horrible person would want to do that to someone?
Then why did you hide? You really want me to keep guessing?
It was because I found out the image of you I'd built up in my head. Of happy-go-lucky Linnea. I overheard you and Speranza talking about your past. Desperately trying to hide the truth about who you were. Somehow getting by with it. You described it so nonchalantly. But it was eating me up. In that moment, I didn't want to see you suffer, and I couldn't go on resenting you any longer. I just wanted to hold you tight and tell you everything will be fine. That you...
Hey, sis. You're really not cut out to be a villain. So much for making me suffer, huh? Now you're the one crying and I have to comfort you. But I understand now. That feeling you had, it wasn't resentment. I've always wondered about my real family. I'm so glad you were willing to see me, sis.
Thank you. All of you.
Don't mention it. Paimon thinks it's always best to get everything off your chest.
You're right. Hey, Celino. I was wondering, how did you end up with a radiant blade horn as your...
We met that time when Mom and Dad brought me to see you in Nodcry. Hemus was still a baby then. Must have gotten separated from his parents. I ended up looking after him for a while. I suppose our friendship was preordained. Just like my upcoming Immutable. You're welcome to try to fight it, if you want. Leave this competition and fly somewhere far away. I promise you, something will happen to force you right back. Or if you prefer, you could go all out and try to beat me. But I have both. The prophecies we see are the meeting points of every possible path.
Now that I know the pain of seeing my own fate from...
I learned to submit to fate, since the outcome can't... But what about you,
I think I see things. How about we continue this conversation?
All right, just don't get your hope...
I'll be fine, trust me. It's getting pretty late. We should all get some sleep. You're staying at the flagship too, right? No need to see me out. I'll be fine. Oh, and thanks so much for keeping me company today. Good night.
Traveler, are you awake? Oh, neither can Paimon. Linnea and Celino aren't the only ones with a big day tomorrow. You've got your semi-final match, too. We have no idea who your opponent could be, and Paimon's a little nervous. struggling to sleep. You want to head out for a stroll?
Listen up, Lumi. I've seen Seleno's Radiant Blade Horn in action, and it isn't just strong, it's fast, too. Her best way to exploit both of these traits... Linnea! Sure am. Lumi and I were just going over our strategy. Lure the enemy in and wait for an opening to strike. Yeah, looks like that's my best shot at victory. But Hamus is so powerful. Even if we do... Thanks. Just because fate is such a mysterious idea.
What does fate mean to you?
You're Besides, I'm an advisor, remember? It wouldn't be very...
Relax. I'm just curious to hear your opinion.
Alright, well... I think that knowing the future is a pretty lousy deal. But then, life's full of lousy situations. When I was a kid, my greatest suffering came from not knowing. I didn't know how my parents would react when I told them the truth. I didn't know where to go when they left. Back then, I actually wanted to know the future. I dreamed of a day that fate would send me a sign. I just wanted some clear guidance on what I should do. But fate didn't show me anything. I've always known what it's like to be terrified of the unknown. And now I'm learning that knowing for sure isn't all it's cracked up to be either.
Training session over! Feels like these two are really forming a close bond.
All right. I think we're as prepared as we can be. Tomorrow, we're gonna face our fate.
Is everybody ready? Prepare yourselves for the opening match of the semifinals! Our contestants are ready and raring to go! On the one side, we have the Traveler and his partner, Aguara. And on the other side, we have Viliana and her partner, Gornisen.
You can do it, Aguara!
We have a winner!
Great job, Aguara! Hey, Traveler, Linnea and Selena were...
Looks like our contestants and their partners are... On the one side, we have Linnea and her partner, Lumi. And on the other side, we have Selena and her partner, Hamus.
You can do it, old boss! Go get him, Linnea!
Charge, Hamus! Don't panic, Lumi! Remember your training? I'm right here. Ready? Now jump! Attack! Stop her!
This is the will of fate. It was over before it began.
Lumi! Lumi!
Huh? Oh? You wanna come with me? Let's go then. The wide world awaits.
Don't worry, Hemus. Victory will be ours.
Lumi. You were amazing! I didn't know you could grow that big! You know, you look a little different after absorbing all that Geo.
Linnea! Are you guys Traveler? Paimon, come quick!
I figured out why Lumi is different from other Jack Frost! After all the theories I've looked into, it turns out there was one possibility that never even occurred to me! What if Lumi wasn't born different at all? What if it's all a consequence of her diet? Surely ingesting large amounts— I mean, just look at fiships! Depending on their element, fiships can— Lumi, you don't have to wait for evolution to catch up at all. You just have to find another Jack— I'm so happy you unleashed your full power, Lumi! If you hadn't pushed yourself like that—
Linnea. Why did you hold back?
What do you mean? If Lumi had landed that hit, you and Hima—
Even so, when that hammer started to fall, the future I once saw went blank. Did fear cause me to see a false vision? Or did she truly cheat fate? What does it matter? In the end, the pull of fate exerted its force all the same. The prophecy came to pass as surely as the sun.
What's on your mind?
I just think it's a shame. Whatever path you take, it always leads to the same place.
Celino, do you remember the question that you asked me?
I remember.
And you told me. There are many possible roads into the future, but they all lead to the same destination in the end. Well, maybe fate will always lead us toward the same destination, but I never— So, even if I was destined to lose to you, and even if my ship ends up at the bottom of the ocean, I'm not gonna let that stop me from sailing it. If all people care about are outcomes, then why doesn't everyone give up? But my feelings, my thoughts, everything I've seen. Lumi, sounds—
Linnea, ignorance really is bliss.
Even when we're scared and uncertain, it's important to face the truth. You sure about that? Because if I hadn't come—
How I envied your cheerful optimism when I first saw you. I thought your happiness was all thanks. Yet now you've witnessed your fate and experienced failure. Perhaps I was wrong from the start. The difference between us was never about—
Celino, you okay? You're looking pretty zoned out.
Actually, I was just thinking. I claimed the victory promised.
Sounds like I got the sweeter deal, so enjoy your victory, Celino. That, plus our special... Let's go, partner. This time it's my turn. So, Aguara comes from Natlan, right? If we're gonna train hard, we should do it there. There's plenty of natural phlogiston around, which will help keep the little one's stamina up. Let's go!
Yeah.
Hello, Natlan! I'm back! Give me a moment to set up the tent. I bought the...
Oh, I'll lend you a hand.
Now then, Aggie, it's time for you to learn one of Lumi's... Watch closely.
Linnea, you see?
From what I've seen, Aguara's fighting style isn't that dissimilar to Lumi's. But Aguara isn't strong enough to... Aguara will need to channel Geo-Essence. Don't worry. It's normal to fail. You'll get the hang of it. Feels like I blinked and 2 whole days went by. I've heard it said that people... I could really do with some sleep. Good night, you guys.
Huh? Oh, look at all this grapefruit! Wow!
Are you saying you had help from another Saurian?
Alright! Now that Aguara's mastered Lumi's secret weapon, it's time to head back to Notcry. Looks like we should get back...
The final is about to begin.
Oh, it's finally here! Aguara... Huh?
It's all up to you now, partner. You've done the hard yards in training. Now, go out there. It's time to write your name in lights and show the world how hard we've worked.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is... You'll be very familiar with our contestants by now. Celino and her partner, the radiant Bladehorn Hamus, who seized their place in the... Then we have the Traveler and Aguara. This little Tapet Lazur might not... Who will be crowned?
Back from training camp? Then let's do this.
You've got this, Aguara. Don't... Hamus, summon Animo energy.
Now you see what you're up to. Hiding underground, are we?
Keep charging, Hamus. Jolt him out of the hole. Hamus, are you all right? Now, Hamus, march to victory and lead.
predictable.
Aguara hit him right in the belly! But it didn't seem to do anything.
It was the obvious move. Hemus was well prepared.
Come on, time to put that training into practice.
Interesting. Hemus! We showed them no mercy!
Dude! That little munchkin's got some style!
It's a trip to the hot springs if you win.
Hemus, full tilt!
Aguara, charge! You can do it!
Hemus has lost the strength to fight on. It's all over, folks. The Traveler and his partner Aguara.
So, you did superbly, Hemus. Seems I underestimated your little partner. I'm impressed.
What did I say?
Ladies and... Thank you to our contestants for your amazing performances. Now, first up, it's our champion. We can all see that Aguara is still a young slip of a Tapetlosaur, and yet the fiercest of enemies couldn't stand in his way. I see. Well, it seems I'm sure we're all looking forward to even more spectacular performances from Next, we have our runner-up, Celino. Let me start by asking, what's next for you in...
No, Hemus doesn't belong with me. And of course, since he's so friendly towards humans.
Sounds like Hemus is a real freedom lover. If we have any adventurers in the crowd, please keep your... Moving on now, we have some more... This first question is for Linnea.
I'd be lying if I... But who wouldn't? All we can... And overall, I had a real...
Inspiring words from Linnea. Well, I've been really loving... Great. Enjoy your stay, Viliana. Thank you to everyone who took part in the Spirit Envoy Championship. We hope to see you next time.
Linnea, I gotta get going. Without me around,
I'm sure you already know how I'm going to respond, sis.
I know. And when you're ready, come visit us in the tundra.
Thanks, Celino. I can't wait.
Give up. Your life is mine.
Behold the dawn!
Go claw! Hitting the... Shine like a gemstone! Go, Lumi!
Light compels you!
A gift from the land of the young! The rainbow! Show 'em, Lumi! Shine like a gemstone!
Take me up. Locked on. Knock him down.
That's all I've got.
Open fire. Open fire. Open fire. Locked on. Locked on. Open fire. Hold on to your hats.
Look at you, Bootail! Oh, I'm a rock! By royal decree, wings of
Lockdown! Bullseye!
Luscious and neat. Insulation chamber deployed.
The show begins! Ha! Open fire!
Defensive mode engaged. Branch into song. Yeah.
Let's fly! Lockdown! Fire in the hole!
With one heart, we...
Annihilation mode! Let the world collide! Ha! Lockdown! Bullseye! Shower me with praise! Ah!
Insulation chamber. You poor lost...
Let's fly! Open fire! Open fire!
Cleanup sequence is... Lush as the moon.
Lockdown! Bullseye! Lockdown! May I present?
Insulation chamber. Leave this place.
Bullseye!
Cleanup sequence in...
Oh, brilliant! Let's fly! Bullseye! Open fire! Lockdown!
Hold on to your hats. For the everlasting cover. Insulation chamber.
Ah! The show Take me up! Bullseye! Open fire! Lockdown!
Branches aside.
Let's fly! Bullseye! Open fire!
down. Cleanup sequence in.
May I take me up? Lockdown!
Defensive mode in.
Yoo-hoo!
You poor lad.
Bullseye! Open fire!
Rush as the moon. Cleanup sequence initiated.
The show begins.
Open fire!
Hold on to your hats. Defensive mode in. Leave this.
Open fire! Bullseye!
Insulation chamber, but
Receive my blessing.
Take me up! Open fire! Bullseye! Locked on! Fire in the hole!
defensive mode in.
Branch into salt.
The show be.
Open fire!
Poor lad.
Showing you.
Ah! Bullseye!
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Bullseye! Open fire! Bullseye! Now.
Insulation chamber. Leave this.
Let's run! Locked on! Bullseye!
Defensive mode engaged.
Receive my.
The show be.
Take me up! Bullseye! Bullseye!
locked on to your hats. Cleanup sequence in this flesh is the... Insulation chamber. Locked on! Locked on! Locked on! Yes. Branches assault. Let's fly! Bullseye! Open fire! Cleanup sequence in... Take me up! Locked on! Locked on! Locked on! Knock him down. By the Frostmoon Hold. Ultimatum protocol. Defensive mode engaged.
The show begins!
Let's fly! Bullseye! Locked on!
Time to shine!
Cleanup sequence initiated. You poor Lasher. Defensive mode in... Forest, take me up! Open fire! Open fire! You poor...
Hey, let's fly!
Open fire! Open fire! Insulation chamber. Smash us the move. Take me up! Locked on! Locked on! Open fire! Fire in the hole! With one heart, we pray. Cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode.
Thank you for
Add Astra.